Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Commodities Update video. This is where I do technical analysis on natural gas, UNG US dollar, oil, gold, and silver. So looking at the support and resistance levels, as well as what's the most likely scenario price to be heading into later next week. And I did the stock market update video yesterday, so check that out as well if you guys are looking for the stock market as well as the 7 mega cap techs. And let's start with natural gas. So natural gas on the daily time frame, we're looking at click this B80J so that your chart will have no contract gaps and it will look like mine. All right, so we are bouncing. So we talked about this where we bounce off of it here last week. This spot looking line goes all the way back to probably over a year. Let's take a look. April. So yeah, longer than a year. So you can see all these bounces along the way. So that is pretty much the last level of support I was talking about when we headed down here. And we end up bouncing. So that's good. Bulls play some defense. And we're potentially looking for like a W shape now pattern. And now we're back testing this structure. So my first step for the Bulls is to get them to get over this 2.3 range. Because if they can't get over this first resistance, then they're not really doing anything. They're just having a weak bounce, and this could just be a potential more downside. But for now, it's shorter term time frame. It's in Bulls control. As you can see, we can go to the 4-hour, and we have been confirming for our uptrends every time along the way. Big move up, pull back, bounce, make a higher high, and then same thing. Bounce, higher high, higher high. As long as they keep making a higher high, they are confirming the 4-hour uptrend, and they are still in the 4-hour uptrend. So shorter term time frame is in Bulls control, but longer term is still in the bear's favor. So like the weekly time frame is still in bear's favor, the monthly is still in bear's favor. So one step at a time for Bulls. As long as they keep shaping up the shorter term time frame on their side, the longer term time frame will slowly shift to their side as well. But very bare minimum, let's get over this first, right? If they can't get over the first resistance, then they're really not going anywhere for Bulls. It's a big bounce, but they still need to, show up for some offense here, because you can see. Let's zoom out to the daily again. Daily time frame. You can see back here, right? It acted as resistance when we bounce from here, and resistance as well, right? So when we bounce from there, above it, price is going to act as support. Price is above it, so which it did, and now price is below it again. So when it's coming up to it, this level is going to act as resistance again. So yeah, 2.3 very key for Bulls. Break above it, and then we want to see it turn into a support and head higher. If we can do that, then we may potentially come up to this 2.45 level to test this top. And for bears, just come back down. Come back down to test these lows and break that shorter term time frame on the 4-hour and 1-hour. You guys can start, if bears can start confirming 1-hour downtrends here, then and shape up the 4-hour, then they can likely mark the top of this bounce. And maybe we may potentially come back down to test the lows if they start marking those hourly and 4-hour downtrends. So give me an eye, watch that, see what happens when we test this 2.3 range, and see if we get over it. All right, so let's look at UNG. Similar idea, so you bounce off of this black line, and now we're just forming a W shape and coming back test this structure, which is around 14.3. We're pretty much just right on it. And so if NatGas can break above this 2.3 range structure, UNG will likely come up to closer to this 14.6 range. And yeah, closer to 14.6, $15. See if they can, NatGas can break above here. All right. If you guys are looking to be more consistent trader, take a look at the Patreon link on YouTube, as well as the support the channel. You can check that out as well. And there's also a 15-minute free call. Take advantage of that. You have a 15-minute free call with me to talk about your trading. Let's keep going. So we're looking at the US dollar. So I talked about this last week, saying even we have a big bounce, doesn't matter, right? As long as the trend is in the bear trend, downtrend intact, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, big bounce, and came back all the way. So as long as the daily downtrend is still intact, no signs of any trend change. Because the last pivot is over here. right? So pivot's over here, even though there's a big bounce, still didn't break above the pivot. So the daily downtrend is still intact. We may form some kind of a weekly bear flag here, just kind of like that, and then before it decides to break the lows. What I'm guessing is we will likely do that while we wait for that rate cut come um, very soon. I think it's on the 18th. So probably going to chop around like this, and then we get a rate cut, and then get some kind of a bear break, and then go from there. But we will see. For now, bulls held the support at this 100 mark, and it's technically a higher low, so higher than the prior low. So if the bull shows up and break above this high, that's a higher high. That means it's daily uptrend confirmed. Then we'll likely come up to test this 102. That happens. But for now, it's still a weekly bear flag. They need to still break this high, which is 101.91. So very key. For bears, just break this low. Super clear level, this 100 low. All right, let's see. So finally, we got a break of the equilibrium after we've been looking for this months, years. Pick up, pick me down, pick up, pick me down. Tight, keep tightening, tight, get it tighter, tighter, and we broke. So we broke bear. You can see when it broke bear the first 2 days, there's 2 days of increasing volumes, so that's good. And now we're just seeing how it goes. So far, bulls held it a little bit here, which is this structure. Makes sense. Like all that volume traded there and here. So next level for bears to get to, for me, is closer to the 66.5 to the 65 range. They can get there. They will make it to that daily oversold and maybe potentially weekly oversold. If we get a little bit lower, then that may be a potential play for a bounce. But for now, we just had this bear break out of this forever equilibrium, so I wouldn't really stand in front of the bear train at this moment. But I also wouldn't really be shorting as much because of all these supports down here along the way. But if I were to play bull or bear, I would still play bear because of the momentum we have. So yeah, let's take a look at the hourly to see if there's anything. Nope, no signs of anything yet from the bulls. You can see we're just having a clear hourly downtrend here. Even though there's a tiny bounce, still, yeah, no signs of bulls yet at this moment. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold, yeah, not doing that much, but exactly what bulls want to see. I talked about this, right? Clear resistance, the structure, now acting as support. Let's keep things simple, right? Resistance, it isn't resistance. Prices above it, support, 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 bounce off it 3 times. So if the bulls can actually form another sideways action range like this, kind of like what it did back here, right? And another one here, and then just slowly form sideways supports along the way and keep coming up and then break out like that, and then form more sideways support. That's exactly perfect what bulls want to see. That'll be the best case scenario for bulls. And for bears, I wouldn't even look bear until it shows me at least some kind of break below the prior support, right? If it breaks this level, this low, right, where it was acting support and this is resistance, then okay, maybe I'll look for some kind of a bear side if we do confirm some kind of daily downtrends. But for now, I wouldn't really fight the bulls at the moment. I mean, you could get big moves, right? 5% drops. So you can definitely play both sides, but it's easier to play with the trend, right? If you're playing with the trend, you're still getting these 5% as well. But if you're really good, right, you can play both sides. If you got those ninja moves and ninja stop outs, right? You stop out if you're wrong, and then you get, if you're right, you get these big moves. Ninja, you can play both sides. All right, but for now, bulls are in absolute full control, and no signs of even breaking the first level of support they need to break for bears. So they're sitting good. Silver is still a lot weaker, right? We talked about this for a while, where silver is relative weakness towards gold. And if I were to play bull, I would just play gold. Because you can see, even in this little chop sideways range, right? Gold went completely sideways. silver went down, right? You can see very clear. So that's what relative weakness is, and it's been relative weaker here as well. So either silver is going to lead gold down if this keeps going, or gold is going to make a breakout to a higher high and then potentially hold silver in this range around here. So that's the two things we'll be looking at if you're playing silver. But if I'm playing silver, I'll play bear side. So if you want to play bear, play silver, and don't play bear side on gold because gold is relative weak strength. So, and yeah, vice versa. This is about to confirm. I would call it a triple bottom. But if we get another leg down, that's a daily downtrend confirmed for silver. Then we may potentially come down to test this $26, $27 range right here. All right, that's got for you guys. Feel free to comment and like and share and subscribe if you guys made it this far and learn anything. And I will see you guys midweek for more commodities and stock market updates. Have a great rest of you guys this weekend.